Okay, in this video we're going to demonstrate how to capture trace on a 1004K on a single core and 2 VPEs. This is the simplest case of capturing trace on a 1004K. So what we have currently set up here are two launches, one on C0V0, one on C0V1, and we are halted on both of them. So the first thing we need to do in order to configure trace capture is bring up the hardware control view. The hardware control view has a tree on the left-hand side, and you can see here we have a node for core 0, which is the one we have launched, and then we have subnodes for V0 and V1. I'll go ahead and expand these. And what this is showing us is that we have perf counter set up for each VPE, and we have trace set up for core. What this means is that perf counters exist on both VPEs independently, but trace exists only on the core. So any setup that we do here for trace applies to both V0 and V1. We cannot control the trace setup independently for the two VPEs. So in this example, let's just change this to capture PCs, load store addresses, and load store data. Now that we're configured, we'll come up here and resume both of our VPEs. The VPEs are running, capturing trace. Now let's halt them. Alright, both of our VPEs are halted. Now in order to see the trace results, we need to come up here and open the trace results view. This shows us a table of the trace captured during the last run. And we can see in here that we have interleaved execution on the TCs. In this particular case, core 0 VPE 0 is bound to TC 0 and core 0 VPE 1 is bound to TC 1. So we see interleaved execution of the VPEs in the pipeline. So let me hide this to give us a little more room. So let's say that we only want to look at VPE 1. We can come down here and unclick TC0. Now we're only showing VPE 1. Or vice versa, we can show only VPE 0 and see the execution trace there. Now let's say we want to look at both VPEs, but we only want to look at loads and stores. So we'll come down here and uncheck everything but loads and stores. Now we see only the loads and stores from this execution trace. We can turn the PCs back on and we'll see load, stores, and PCs again. These checkboxes are kind of treated as a giant logical OR statement. Okay, so maybe we want to look at TC0 and TC1 at the same time. That's easy enough. We can create a second trace view, and in this trace view we'll configure it to show TC1, go back to our original one and configure it to show TC0. So we have TC1 and TC0 in at the same time. Or if we really want to, we can put them side by side here and see them side by side on the screen. And there you have it. A simple example of capturing trace on two VPEs on one core on a 1004K.